You're transforming. I'm hearing be patient with yourself. Let yourself recognize how far you've come and let yourself enjoy where you are right now. Let yourself be in that space and enjoy that space. It feels like I'm talking to somebody who is feels like things should be a lot further along than they actually are. And it feels like this is in a lot of different areas that you're experiencing this. And I'm hearing that it's all happening exactly as it's supposed to. And that takeoff is coming in divine timing. And you're being prepared. You're being prepared for that. You're being transformed for that. Things are changing, but you just can't see all the changes that are happening right now because they're not bleeding into your reality yet. They're not tapping into your space yet, but they're coming. And I'm hearing keep going, keep putting the work into what you're doing, keep holding the faith, keep the thoughts positive and the movement forward in that direction. Because one day you're going to wake up and everything is going to change, everything is going to shift. And this moment is never going to be something that you can experience again. You're never going to be able to come back to this moment. You're never going to be able to have this same experience again. And so savor it, enjoy it, let yourself be at peace with it, let yourself be here and now. I'm talking to somebody who is a little bit of like a forward thinker. And what I mean by that is a lot of futuristic thinking. What's next steps, next this, next that, right? And right now you're learning how to be in the here and the now. You're learning how to be more present with yourself right where you are right now. Learn to find gratitude and happiness for where you are in this exact moment right now. It feels like you want things to go a lot faster than they actually can, first off, and before they're actually meant to. And you're being asked to try to enjoy what you have going on right now. It's not about the end goal, it's about the journey and learning to enjoy the journey. And as I'm saying that, what's coming up is, the end goal idea of like, I can't relax until I reach this goal, or I won't be happy until I have this thing. It's very much a wider society perspective. And when you go through an awakening or you are on a spiritual journey, there's an understanding and a shift and understanding that needs to happen within this space where you recognize that it's not about getting to the end goal, because the reality is once you reach that end goal you're just going to create another one. At least if you're changing and growing and transforming, that's exactly what you should be doing. And that's exactly what you probably will be doing, right? And so it's not about getting to that goal to feel the way I want to, or to be ready to experience what I want to experience, right? Or to have that feeling. It's about learning to embody that right now, which is what you are learning to do. You're learning how to go with the flow and enjoy the flow, and really see yourself for who you truly are, and see your life for what it truly is, taking away all of the external, right? I keep hearing when you're on the spiritual journey and you're focused on what you're going to receive externally from the spiritual journey, you're kind of missing the point. And that is a part of the shadow work that you do throughout the transformation on this journey is that it's not about this end goal. It's not about this external gain. It's about recognizing that you are all that you need. At the end of the day, you are all that you need. You are everything. Things in this life come and go, but the one constant will always be you. And so it's about learning how to have gratitude and love and presence with yourself, and learning how to enjoy all of those things right now in this exact moment, to be happy with everything that you embody and that you are, and let that be enough. And I'm hearing this very clearly. So, like, if you are feeling like you're not enough, or what you are is not enough to make you happy, and you need certain things to make you happy, you're missing the point of this journey. You're not, there's shadow work that needs to be done in there for you to recognize that you are all that you need. You and your mind, you and your dreams, you and your imagination. There's nothing that you need outside of yourself to make you happy. It's about learning how to embody that within, learning how to recognize that for yourself. And so there's this disconnection that needs to happen here around this idea that you need these things to be happy. These things need to come in for you to feel fulfilled. This journey is about learning to be fulfilled all on your own by yourself with just you, and that you are all that you need for that. And this kind of comes back to abundance. That's abundance. That's abundance, and recognizing the abundance that is your birthright, that is within you. This is kind of connecting a little bit to a message I gave a couple days ago. I think it's called Abundance is Your Birthright. So you can go check that out if you're interested. But it's about you recognizing that you are all that you need to be happy in this world, to feel fulfilled in this world, to be you are complete all on your own. Nothing needs to come in to complete you. You are already complete. And when you are able to be present with yourself and love on yourself in that way and trust yourself in that way, you stop looking for the external things. And I feel like this is what you're learning right now. You're learning how to redirect that energy towards yourself, with yourself. And this really breaks down into you learning who you are, right? This is about you coming home to yourself. This is about you learning what you like, what you don't like, how you enjoy spending your time, how you don't enjoy spending your time. This is about you becoming your own best friend, you becoming your own cheerleader, you becoming your own parent. Because when we're constantly looking for other people to give us things, or for our parents to give us certain things, or for us to be provided for externally, we're always going to be missing something, right? We're always going to be at a loss for something. And so you're starting to learn that you don't need anybody else to give you those things for you to be able to hold those things, or have those things, or receive those things. Those are all things that you can learn to give yourself. I'm hearing closure very specifically. And so it feels like I'm talking to somebody who has felt like they've needed closure from people to be able to move on, or to let go, or to forgive. And this is a belief that you've been carrying where I'm hearing like you can't stop thinking about certain things, or certain things continue to resurface for you, or feel like emotionally raw because you're looking for someone else to give you the closure that you need to move on. You're waiting for someone else to provide that to you. And what I'm hearing is that that's something that you can provide to yourself. You don't need anybody else to give those things to you for you to be able to receive closure or to forgive or whatever. And right now, you're learning how to provide those things for yourself so that you can feel emotionally grounded and feel good about the decision that you made or the choice that you made. It feels like I'm talking to somebody who has in the past really looked towards other people to confirm that they're making the right decisions, or um to reinforce that they're doing the right thing. And so, a lot of your life you spent looking externally for these things, seeking these things externally, wanting the validation externally. And it feels like you're being pushed right now to focus on how you can provide these things for you. Because what I'm hearing very specifically is that who you're wanting to receive this validation from, or this, yeah, validation or closure, even from, you're not going to receive it in the way that you want to receive it. It's not going to happen. And so the lesson that you're being guided here to learn is, how do I give that to myself when I can't receive that externally? What is it that I need to do to be able to feel good about my own choices and decisions? How do I let go of what other people think about me and how other people feel? And I saw 1212 on my um clock, which feels like, I feel like we're talking about, this has been something that you've been living in since you've been 12 years old, or for the last 12 years, where you've really struggled to just be able to provide yourself the peace that you need to move forward. It feels like you were taught at a really young age that that was something that was given to you by other people. And if other people didn't give that to you, then you didn't deserve it, or you didn't receive it, or you weren't welcome to it. And my stomach's starting to hurt. So I feel like there's something here about like people pleasing, codependency kind of stuff in relationships. Trying to be perfect is what I just heard. Trying to like make everybody else happy even though you were not happy, right? And just like this anxiety is like coming up in my stomach. Ooh. And it feels like it's associated with giving yourself closure. Like there's something about being able to provide yourself closure or your own comfort that feels uncomfortable, or like not deserving is the other thing that keeps coming up. And so there is some type of like sacral clearing that's happening for you right now. And so the sacral is like right behind the belly button, usually colors of orange, or tinted orange. So that feels significant. And then also what's coming up is the sacral. So, or sorry, the solar plexus. So, like yellows as well. And so it feels like the confidence to stand your ground, the confidence to stand up for yourself, the confidence to choose yourself, the confidence to move forward. There's something and some clearing happening in this space for you right now. And you're learning how to do this for yourself, with yourself, and not to rely on other people for this. because you deserve peace. You deserve kindness. You deserve rest. You deserve understanding. You deserve acceptance. And that feels like that's the big part of this message is that the acceptance for yourself is what you're learning how to give yourself and what you're needing to give yourself so that you can be more present and fulfilled and happy and come home to you. The acceptance for who you are and what you need, and that certain people can meet those needs and certain people are not going to be able to. And that's okay. And choosing yourself at the end of the day associated with those things, as well as like acceptance around you being able to accept your own decisions and choices and let yourself understand yourself. Even if other people don't understand, it's okay to be misunderstood by others. Now, it's important we understand ourselves, but it's okay to not be understood by other people. And so there's an acceptance that you're being asked to tap into to let yourself experience around whatever relationships you're struggling to close out or you're having a hard time giving yourself acceptance and understanding for walking away from or for leaving or for yeah, for leaving. It feels like you physically left, but energetically you're still tied in certain ways. And this is the piece where the acceptance is what needs to be embodied for you to be able to fully energetically release. And so right now you're being asked to learn how to accept yourself and accept your own decisions even when other people don't get it or other people don't understand. Their story is not your story. Their life is not your life, and they are not you. And so, not everybody is going to understand the decisions or choices that we make. And though we're not here to live our life for other people, we're here to live it for ourselves. And so, it's okay that other people don't understand as long as you do. And so, I'm talking to somebody who's really trying to like wrap their head around and make sense of logically why things happen the way they did, why there's a lack of understanding, why there's a lack of validation, why there's a lack of like holding space for you in some ways. And if you want to live in that space, you could live there forever. You're talking to somebody who knows. You could totally live there forever if you wanted to. And though you're seeing this because there's a part of you that doesn't want to, but doesn't know how to release that. And this comes back down to you learning how to accept yourself, learning how to accept your own decisions, learning to understand yourself, and letting go of this need for other people to get you or other people to understand you. And so this really comes down to how you're talking to yourself, the story that you have underneath this concept that is keeping it still alive, right? That's kind of what needs to shift. You deserve to feel good and you deserve to be at peace right now in this exact moment just because you breathe. You deserve comfort. So I'm going to leave the message there. If you do feel called to work with me, you can take a look in my bio. I have a bunch of different links for empowerment coaching. I also do psychic readings to help people with blocks. I can help you restore this if that's something that you need. If you feel called, you can take a look there. I also have some great prompt journals to help you with this kind of stuff as well. Take a look at my bio. Got some on perfectionism, people pleasing. I got them on almost everything. They're pretty well rounded. But I love you so much, and you got this. Keep going.